Hey everybody, I'm here on the base of Nachal Oz in the Gaza periphery, a very important base here that was attacked by hundreds of terrorists. And the reason why is that behind me, this burned out shell of a building here that you can still see the fragments, the bullet holes, the potch marks from the shrapnel, grenades, and Kalashnikov machine guns as these hundreds of terrorists came here in order to get into this building. Now, thank God, some very, very brave soldiers like Itai over here. This is Itai right there, and we got Yochai, two stories that I heard, but that's Yochai right there. And these were just some of the brave Golani soldiers from the unit of Golani that was here that prevented the terrorists from entering this room, because inside this building here is the command center of all of the logistics here in the Gaza periphery for the army. And you can just see all of the potch marks over here from trying to enter into this building. Now, the Golani soldiers that were inside were actually shooting out as the terrorists were shooting in. You can see these bullet marks. You can see where the bullets are entering in, and you can also see where the bullets are coming out, right? There's bullets coming out, and there's bullets going in. On the other side, it would be much bigger, because on the exit, it's always bigger than where it goes in. And that's because this is where the fighting is all happening. You can just see, you know, all of the markings. I can still smell the stench, the smoke, the burning inside. And they're trying to prevent the terrorists from coming in. Now, once the terrorists realized that they weren't going to be able to enter into the building itself, they set it on fire. And they set it on fire from the outside. I just want to take you inside, and I just want you to see what's going on inside over here. As these are all the different command rooms. This one here has been cleared out, but you can see it's just completely gutted and burned, and you can see all the fixings from the ceiling and the wires that are coming down that were destroyed here in the fire. But as we continue, you can see some of the beautiful pictures here from the people who were killed inside here, because where we are right now is inside the command room. And this is where the observers, right? I'm sure many of you have seen pictures of women behind these computer screens. These are all computer screens right here with the video cameras that are looking out onto the Gaza Strip along the border. And they're going to send the information, right? This was literally a telephone right here. It's all melted, and a keypad where they're sending the information of the things that they're seeing. And these brave women, here's one of the women right here who was serving on this base, who was killed right here. They stayed here in front of their positions all the way to the end until they couldn't bear the smoke and the heat anymore, realizing that the job that they were doing in here was of the utmost importance. And but as soon as the fire got too much to handle, and you can just see over here, these are all computers just completely melted down, and memorials, candles, and flowers and notes to loved ones, keyboard pad right here, and also to move the cameras, and drones were flown here for intelligence gathering. You could just see, and this is why the terrorists wanted to get into this room specifically, be able to, and this was where they would yell out the commands to all the other bases. The terrorists never actually made it into this room. They burned it down, and as soon as the fire, there was 12 women here. There was 12 women here and 10 Golani soldiers that were fighting over there. And eventually these 22 ran into the back over here. And unfortunately, this is where many of the bodies were found, burned. You've heard the stories of them hugging one another. They found bodies here that were unrecognizable. They were hugging one another. They're lying with one another. But a handful of them, literally 7 of these 22 soldiers, 15 bodies were found here. They came, this was a bathroom. This was a bathroom. And this tiny, small little window, they were able to punch it out, and they're able to crawl through this very, very small space. And the only reason why, and in other locations, I mean, 60 people were killed here in this base altogether, 15 in this particular room. But there's a double wall, and Hamas never came back here to look between this double wall. And all 7 of them that ran back here as this fire was on fire survived for hours and hours and hours. They stayed there because this base was under siege for a long time. by Hamas until the Golani Brigade finally was able to recapture it. And I'll show a little clip and a little video of what that was like. But outside of the base here, it wasn't just those 12 women. There's, dozens of women that served here in this capacity, and those were their headquarters over there. And this gray building over here is where they were hiding out and unfortunately captured. And 5 of those women were taken hostage. 7 of them were taken hostage. 5 of them are still taken hostage. You can see right here where a grenade, and just everywhere you look, you can just see the signs of the battles and the fighting that took place here. And it's just really such an honor to be here with the soldiers that are serving right now, and just offering them huge hugs, lots of love, neshikot, kisses, support, love. It means the most to them. But we came here and gonna do a barbecue for them, and we brought in pizza for them, and games that they can play on their off time. Just anything we can. We all need to do that. If anybody wants to help financially to make all this happen, please reach out to me, or just come here and do it yourself. That's of the utmost importance. The utmost importance is to come and to give love, and to give support, and to give strength to these soldiers who are working tirelessly. Today is day 152. The women's sleeping quarters here on Nachal Oz base, where when the sirens rang out, they fled to that bomb shelter. And I'll show you a video right now of what that scene was like.